don't know why I'm like this. Can you combine that? Combine that with a fry scream? Okay, stop it. The glasses are on, that means game development. I don't need glasses for game development. I don't know why I'm wearing those right now, but I want to do game development. I need music, and I wanted to test if my Schmotkey works this time. Loud! So if I press this, there should be that. I wanna feel it day and night. Record time marker, hotkey. At 14, record time 1 minute 2. Okay, that works. So I just simply don't know where it saved the file the last time to. Because if I record with OBS, I don't record it in one folder, I record it in a specific folder. I think that what is it called? InfoWriter has a problem with that. So I more or less have a scene called InfoWriter where when I press a hotkey, it writes something into the document. And it seems like that there was just a problem with the path. I have no clue. I want it that way. More or less, we need a first little game. And we could simply go with rock, paper, scissors. I think that would be very easy to do. I wanna feel it day and night. Pump it better. So more or less, when we join the lobby and we start the game, we then want to go to a new scene, which will be just UI where you can select the game. What? I clicked on new scene? What did I click on? Just add node? It doesn't work. How can I make a new scene? Wait, how did that work? Huh? Wasn't that just create new node? I know how to create a new scene from a node, don't get me wrong. Ah, you can do it like that. Interesting. You could also just make a control node and then say save branch as scene. But then you still would have to remove it from here and so on. Empty. So have I put anything in here? Just the full rect, which is in here too. Scenes. Game overview. And we will call it like that. Control. La da da. Yes, I copied that just for the color. I'm lazy. Don't judge me. And more or less. More or less. More or less, we just need a scroll thingy with an icon of the game or picture, preview, whatever. The game name, and a button to choose it. Or do we even need a button or make this whole thing a button? So what I mean by that is we add a scroll container. We set it on anchors for erect. Yeah. Then we'll push. I can't talk for shit today. An VBox container in there. We drink your blood. In this thingy, we Kyrie eleison. Something like that, just for visuals. And I want a label. Game name. It's the name of the game. Maybe a control is not the right thing to use here. Center container, flow container. Alignment center, alignment end, no, begin. Vertical. That could work. Reverse fill, no. Last wrap alignment. The wrap behavior of the last partially filled row or column must be one of last wrap alignment inherit. The last partially filled row or column will wrap align to the previous row or column in accordance with alignment. I have no clue why I'm like this today. I'm very sorry. Oh. If I duplicate this, okay, that works. So we rename this to game preview texture and this to game name. And so we know what it is. It is a label. It is a label, not an label, you fucking monkey. Transform. What? Wee. Vertical, no, vertical, horizontal. Ooh. center is just vertical. A bit confused. Duh. Can I, instead of full rect, say center top? Can I say center white? And if my game name gets longer, it still stays in the middle. Demons are a girl's best friend. Okay. So my idea is that both players have a time to select something. So we also need a label. Countdown. Label. Time left. Something like 5. And it just counts down. Hero bang, hero bang, hero bang, hero bang, hero bang, 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 bottom. And player 1 status, player 2 status, player 1 not selected, player 2 not selected, and then this container, I don't know why, but I want it bottom right. Is there a margin that I can put in? Mouse focus, tooltip localization, scale, rotation, position, size. Fuck! Doesn't seem like it. Would be cool if I could just say like a margin of 10 or something like that. Like having an inner margin. Maybe that is a thing. I just don't know where to find it. Doesn't matter. For now, it's fine. So player 2 is not player 1. We could also change this with the names then. Game preview, flow container. Delete. Wait. Bang, 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 bang. Where is it? Richard. Yeah, accepted Lexus. Funk ready. Void 4. Next to me. Kinda don't need it here, to be honest. Can make this exclusive to this. Games Manager. Touch. Games Manager. No, what was the dance that Tank did for Kastrop Spanner? Wasn't just Tank is awesome. Okay. Funk ready. All games with an array. Pass to do load all games. Okay, and then here in this game, thank you. Games Manager notes, all games. Var new game entry equals game preview instantiate, and then touch. I just can say add child new game entry. Assigned game equals game. Where are my cookies? ASMR. We need metal ASMR. Where Alex Terrible is just screaming in your ear and shouting and growling. I swear that could work. Can't burn it. I think too much. I'm a little bit paranoid. I think I'm breaking. Okay, then I have this in this list. The rock, paper, scissors one could also be completely UI elements. So we make an. Oh, here it is. Scene, new scene. That was what I was looking for. Rock, paper, scissors. How do you write scissor? Scissors. It's plural because it's two. I love this logic in the English language. Because a scissor has two parts. It's two. Same with pants. Pants have two legs. I think too much. I'm a little bit paranoid. I think I'm breaking down. New folder. Games. New folder. Rock, paper, scissors. And for this, I again just want to copy the color. I could do this with a grid. Too much! How do I do this? Level. So that you have to choose in a given time. Obviously. We need 3 buttons. Rock button. Not rock bottom. We are not there yet. Paper button. Scissors button. Ah, big stretch. I want this down here, so I will add H box this time. I will position it anchors center bottom. We're cited by the Do I have icons for that? Maybe. I have way too many assets. And that's by far not everything that I have. How many games I've released, you ask? How many assets I've bought, you ask? Oh, I can tell you one of those numbers is way, way bigger than the other one. I can also tell you the amount of testicles I have is bigger than the amount of games I have released. Would be funny if I only have one ball. Bim, bim, bim. Pixel art icons. Do I find a rock, a paper, and the scissor in here? I have to go to the toilet. So please give me a minute. I'm still sitting here. I'm too lazy to go up. here. I'm alive. Give me. And yes, I wash my hands. I'm a good bean. For scissors, we could just use a sword. That's not a problem. Oh, could that make sense? Instead of rock, paper, scissors, it's sword, shield, and wand or something like that. Like a sword stronger than a wand, but a wand is stronger than a shield, and a shield is stronger than a sword. Maybe. What do we have here? I mean, there is a paper, but it's a map. It's nice that it says 240 attributes, menus, and states, and it shows like 20. Clothing, shields, alchemy, and herbs, places, and seasons. General items and tools. Last one sounds very promising. This, I mean, it's not a lie. He says it's 280 icons. Or you could say it's like 20 items and you have 20 recolor variants of it. We have keys. We have paper. I see neither rock nor scissors. I mean, the paper is already helpful, don't get me wrong. Farming, food, and beverages. Farming, I could see scissors in there. But they're not. Ow! Come on, loud. On a cold winter morning. Yeah. Holy moly. The farming one's the one with all three colors. We will find something in here. I mean, we could just use thought mountain scroll. Holy fuck, that's a lot. Why is your game so big? Because I needed 3 icons from a 5,800 icons file. And I am okay with that. But there's actually no scissors in it. A bit baffling to me. So many crafting things and so on, but no scissors, shears, anything. Lost within my own mind. Yeah, no shears, I would say. That's okay. We just take a sword then. A lifetime, so I need a rock beton. Where can I put the texture? Texture is normal. New Atlas texture. Oh yeah. Whoa. This is rock. Okay. Holy and cannoli moly. What the fuck? You're weird. You're a towel. Rock. Yeah. Copy. I was just lazy and didn't want to do the texture 2 more times. Where's the freaking scroll? I could just use a map. Think I would be okay with a map. Oh, this. The last one, obviously a scissor. Make unique, so the first button doesn't change. Yeah. I want a really standard sword. Have you thought about that? It's not getting better today. Stand with their blood on our hands. We fought the heart, now can we understand? To seal off this curse if I possibly can. For freedom of every man. I simply don't know if this is supposed to be shears. It could be. But it also looks weird to me. Lost 80,000 days through the fire and the flames we carry. We carry on. Oh, you can leave if you want. Oh, we definitely need those icons so you can send emotes to your opponent. Okay. I'm okay with the location, more or less. More or less. More or less. Constant separation. Okay. Yeah. I need countdown label. I need a score label that says something like 0 minus 0. 3, 4. Could also do the 3 labels, and I don't care. Bum 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 bum. Imminent attack. Hey, hey. I'm thinking about very weird scenarios that will most probably never ever happen. For example, let's add this. Create. Then we will connect our buttons in here. Node pressed on rock button press, pressed on paper button press, pressed this. So, because it's a multiplayer game, we have to communicate who has what. And I could send it on a button press. So I press it and immediately send it to the other person, so the other person's game has the information. It wouldn't show, but the other game has the information. That means that if you would hack the game, look at the data, you could see what the other person shows. Is this relevant? Most probably not at all. Do I still think about it? Yes, absolutely. So what we're gonna do is we do a var selected weapon. Or we could just call it selection. It is a string. We could. We do it as an int. Func select. What are those called? Rock, paper, scissors. How would you call such a thing? Select. Decision select. Rock, paper, scissors. Select shape. Yes, I went on Wikipedia. Intransitive hand game usually played between 2 people, in which each player simultaneously forms one of 3 shapes. This is why I go with shape. Rock, paper, scissors. The earliest form of rock, paper, scissors style game originated in China and was subsequently imported into Japan, where it reached its modern standardized form before being spread throughout the world in the early 20th century. A simultaneous zero-sum game, it has 3 possible outcomes. Oh yeah. The first known mention of the game was in the book Wu Zazu by the Ming Dynasty writer Shi Zhao. Yes, thank you. Who wrote that the game dated back to the time of the Han Dynasty, 206 before Christ. In the book, the game was called Xu Ling. Li Rue's book Note of Liu Yanzhe also mentions this game, calling it Xu Ling. Huji 2 or Hua Quan. From China, the game was brought to Japan. Throughout Japanese history, there are frequent references to Sansu Kumi Ken, meaning Ken, fist, okay. Games of the 3 who are afraid of one another. The earliest Sansu Kumi Ken in Japan was apparently Mushi Ken. That is very funny to me as a German speaker, because Mushi is a name for the female reproductive part. A version imported directly from China. In Mushi Ken, the frog, represented by the thumb, triumphs over the slug, represented by the little finger, which in turn prevails over the snake, represented by the index finger, which triumphs over the frog. So frog, slug, snake. I accept that. Heads off for that. That is great. Select shape. I honestly think this is great. Shape to select as an int. No. This is kind of overkill. I want to do a function because everyone has to do this, but if we just do like this, there is no need for doing a function. Then we need a timer. Causes countdown timer. It's the final countdown. Func ready. I should sync this with the other player, so it could be that one player is ready but the other one is not, and his timer started. And maybe only the host should do the timer. That could make sense. If multiplayer... What? Multiplayer game manager. Am I the server? Else... Func player has loaded. I can say player has loaded RPC ID. That should be the server then. So this here is only called any peer can call it. What is call remote? Good old RPC call remote. The function will not be called on the local peer. Yeah, that makes sense. Clients are allowed to call remotely, useful for transferring user input. Only the multiplayer authority, the server, can call remotely. For remotes, this function will not be called on the local peer. The function can be called on the local peer, useful when the server is also a player. Sure. Book. Cut my skin, make perfect. Bar is player ready. False. And when we get this, is player ready equals true. Don't need this, more or less. The server. I'm not quite sure. False. Do I need this? I don't know. Is server ready equals true? If is server ready, and I also don't need this, to be honest. If is player ready, start countdown. If is server ready, start countdown. Print start me, Uwu. That should work so far. Good on your knees. Create new folder, data, folder, games. Create new script from resource called game. Class name is game. Export var. Game name as a string. Export var packed scene. No, game scene. Packed scene. I again have a little fruit fly in front of me. And then we do create new resource from game. Wait, let's write this in uppercase. I don't know why I like that more. Game. Okay. Create new resource. Game. And we call it rock, paper, scissors. And we also need add export var game preview as a texture 2D. And just give me a sprite for now. Oh, Steam, what? File new. Should be goody. Get on your knees and bow. I have no clue where my mouse is. Which rock did we choose? The one without frosting. The one with one smibble or two smibbled. Fuck off, fly. Give me a second layer. Bam, bam, bam. I think we took the one with writing to make it clear that it is paper. I think. And a third layer for the weird sword thingy-mathong. Do I have this? Yes. Get on your knees and bow. I'm okay with this. Give me another layer. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Yeah. That doesn't have to be perfect. Why didn't it connect? Yeah. Hey. Ba-ba-da-da. Trust the process. And then we do a very, very janky rock, paper, scissor. Yeah, that just raised the value by 10. Save. Desktop, rock, paper, scissor, preview. Export as, preview. Yes, thank you. Hey. Create new folder, game previews. Okay, so now we can go here, inspector, game name, rock, paper, scissors, game scene, quick load, rock, paper, scissors, control, and game preview, quick load, RPS preview. I forgot how to load things. From a folder. Can I please start a second Godot? I might have an idea. GitHub. Repositories. Flying base RPG something. Scenes? Airship? Saw edges, corners, no. Airship controls, airship part placer. Is it this? Place, scene index, blah 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 blah. No. Airship collision, airship part GUI entry, rudder pinner, ship part scroll container. It could be this. Yeah, that looks better. So when this is ready, Vardir. Actually, we could also just do it globally and load all the games once, but yeah. Access, open, res, data. What is it called? Games. If dir, so if this exists, we do dir list dir begin. So give us everything in that directory. Var file name is not empty. No. Var file name equals dir get next while file name is not empty if dir current is dir. So if this is not a subfolder, because we don't want subfolders, and file name contains gd. So more or less what this does is, if the current file is not a folder itself, because of the exclamation mark, and the file name doesn't contain gd, so we don't use the script, we only use the tres. We also could say file name contains .tres, so it doesn't matter what we put in here, he would only use the TRES files. All games append load res data games plus file name equals dir get next. So we get the next file, we check if it's empty, if not we do all of this again. Else we don't need this, to be honest. Print an error occurred when trying to access the path. Better. Oh, in the games manager. I was confused where we just did all of that. In the games manager, we then can just say show games. So we call this as soon as we loaded every game. So start game, hide menu, change scene. How do we do this? Code? Go switch scenes. Wait, we can do get tree. I'm looking at the documentation right now. Deletes its existing scene. Scene tree, change scene to file. And scene tree, change scene to packed. So most probably we can do get tree. Then we have the scene tree. Change scene to packed. And we... We should be able to just do this. Then we should be in the game overview, where no one can currently do anything. Sounds good. That is how a game works. Hey, you, what do you see? Something beautiful or something free? Invalid assignment property or key assigned game, which makes sense. Game preview flow container. Game preview. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. Var assigned game is a game. Func ready. If we are ready, we want to change the preview image and we want to change the name. So what we're gonna do is we have those two occults. Yes, that's the proper name for them, occults. And we say game preview texture. Texture is assigned game. Game preview. And game name label text equals assigned game game name. The beautiful people. Nice. Ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Boop, boop. You brighten me. I can be your everything. I am the that you created. Wait, what? Ready. Oh? This is good. This not so much. Hello, Trish! How you doing, you old raccoon? I played, don't tell that to anyone. I played Magic the Gathering Arena, and you get a lot of card, what is it called, boosters in the beginning, and I pulled a raccoon. True story. True story. You just woke up for me. It's 3:15 p.m. and I woke up at 9. Magic makes me fucking aggressive. It makes me so aggressive, I tell you. Game name label text. Was it supposed to be 8 a.m.? I don't know where the bracket. Okay, 9 a.m. the bracket is on UK keyboards. It's a.m. 9 a.m. So we woke up at the same time. That's okay. I accept this. Cookie. Wait. Hä? Shouldn't this be... That might be the problem. Check start game. That might already be the problem. Fucking down. That was a problem. Okay. So we have two windows where the people can select the games they want to choose. And if both people have selected a game, I think I will make the countdown faster then, or like they have like a minute time to select. And if both have selected someone, we will just skip to 5 seconds left. So if they want to change something, they can do that. But other than that, they would have a minute. Something like this would make sense, I think. So next thing is how to select a game. Game. So they should be able to click on this whole thing. Google input event. Here is the route. Burn it all down, burn it all down. I'm a bit hyped. I don't know why. Calm down, boy. Calm down. More or less. More or less. I want Funk select this game. Gasoline! And I want this to be an RPC call. So everyone gets it. How was that done? Multiplayer. Get unique ID. Print. Player ID. Selected. Assigned game name. Game name. player ID selected assigned. So maybe this works, I don't know. So first of all, unable to get the RPC configuration for the function. Select this game. This happens what? When the method is missing or not marked for RPC. That makes sense. And the other big problem we have is actually that we only want to do this on certain events. And I forgot how these events were called. It's something like if event is input event mouse, but I don't know. I know that I've done that quite a lot already. Okay, I remembered by looking at the code where it's standing. Input event mouse button. And I don't know why. I could just write if event is and, but I don't like that. I like it more with symbols. It just is differentiating it better visually for me. Because if I just write if event is and, I don't know which part is which. Like, where is the variable? Where do I compare it to and stuff like this? Think with symbols, it's easier to read. Event pressed and event button index equals 1. It just makes visually more sense to me. Ready, start. On line edit, text submitted, new text. Oh, I could just use new text, password line edit, grab focus. Oh, no, never mind. I don't need the new text here. Because I don't care for the text, I only care for the event. That's completely right, so I can mark it as not used. I still wonder though. I wonder why. Give me please the... Is it MISC? If I click here, it's just a texture rec, it says. That is interesting. Why is it a texture rec? Wait, texture rec? Oh, it's the problem. Mouse. Ignore. Did it do this for both? I think so. Ignore. Mouse, ignore. Because it's the only texture rec I have. The other one is a color rec. So let me restart. In the heat of the moment. Texture button. Do I have only one window? Eh? Best GIF ever, by the way. Hä? Wait. Where the fuck did you go to? Oh, it's the sub window of that. That makes sense. It says flow container. But I don't have any output. Why don't I have any output? Yeah. Print. Uwu? Print. Uwu? Okay, I get Uwus for everything. Print. This should be true. Print event pressed. Is it a function that I have to call? Print event button index. It's not confidential. Invalid access to property or key pressed on base object of type input event mouse motion. Does this work? No. If event pressed. Continue, please. False, player 1 disconnected. Expected expression as a function argument. What? What? Baby, please. Player 1 disconnected. Okay, fuck you. In February of last year. Why is input event mouse button always false? Huh? Why? Hä? Am I having the stupids? Doesn't he realize that I'm clicking the mouse? Huh? Input event mouse button. Input event mouse button. So with this, I should get in there. I'm so confused right now. No way, Godot. No way. This is something different? Hä? That doesn't make sense. I don't get it. Is test whether a variable extends a given class or is of a given built-in type. Test whether values of two variables are the same, though for object in dictionaries it compares the reference instead of the values. Okay. In Python, test for value equality. In Python, 1 gives true because both lists present the same value, but in GDIS it gives false because there are two distinct list objects. In Python is test for reference quality. In Python, 1 gives false because there are two distinct list objects. In GDIS is checks whether. That is okay. Yeah. Still want those though. Player 1 selected rock, paper, scissors. Interesting as heck. Did not know that. So right now, if I press just says player 1 selected rock, paper, scissors because assigned game name. Oh, holy moly and cannoli roly poly. Hallelujah. Maria. You go back there, thank you. Wait, let me. Ah, no. We leave this here. Ba-da-na-na-na-na. Is this an int or is this a string? I'm not quite sure. It's a game. I still want this there though. If player 1 then equals selected game, else Mata Maria. Thank you very much for the follow. Hello there. How are you doing? Wait, that's plural. It's multiple bread monsters. That would be awesome. Still one, but consisting of many. That's the German nightmare with all the baking goods we have. I'm doing pretty good. Where's the timeout button? Player. How dare you? Did not expect that one. Player 1. Then I want select great. Game name. Thank you very much. And here I want selected game name, but with player 2. So I have to. I don't know what I have to. Find some friends and the will to live. Other city, other city. Oh, my brain is again not very much braining. Ooh. Sacred silence and sleep. Player selected game. So I do. Wait. Get parent. Player selected game. I want the player ID. And I want the game that was selected. Assigned game was probably. Yeah. No. I think very hard about another bread pun. But they are all very doughy right now. I think I have to bake them more in my brain before they are good. No. Oh, as long as there aren't raisins in there, I'm okay with that. To be honest, I like baked goods with raisins. Chocolate chip is always better. But from time to time, raisins are okay. Oh, player 2 cannot select. That's interesting. Get fucked, player 2! Why? Fire in water. Why? Why can't player 2 select a game? Printe. Player ID. Disorder. I get a different ID, so he can select. And I do play as if player. Bready bread over there is toasted or is bland. I cannot tell because I'm not eating bread. Would eating bread as a bread monster be cannibalism? Breadabilism? I have to say, if you have a very nice slice of sourdough and you toast that instead of some lame white bread, it's kind of awesome. I'm a breadling, a different type of bread that is actually alive. Did the yeast make you rise up? Are there mages called breadomancer who raise the doughs with yeast? It's not getting better. Print player. Wait, have I removed the other output? Or am I just spamming myself right now? Okay, so this should be this thingy-masongy. If player is 1, print select for player 1. For player 2. Select for player 2. You fucking donkey! I hate myself sometimes. Oh, hey, now it works! Idiot sandwich. That is kind of fitting right now. We all stay together. So both people can select. So if both people have selected a game, right now I just want to start it then. If player 1 selection and player 2 selection hot dog. It's very funny to me that American buns are very different than German buns. Like, in Germany we have bread called Brot. And we have buns called Brötchen. So, like, a cute way of Brot. Brötchen. And Brötchen are something very different than buns. Brötchen. Oh yeah. Look at how good they look. With some poppy seeds or sesame or pumpkin seeds or like a pretzel. Yeah. Yeah, just like this. Is this the same as a panini? Wait, a panini is something very different than I thought it would be. Because panini Brötchen, we have that, are like this. This is a panini Brötchen. Oh, They are very good. Panini Pizza? What that is a Panini Pizza? I should stop looking at food. But those look good. Om nom nom nom. Bread is just so nice, man. It's those that you want. If player 1 selection, if and player 2 selection. Then I want to start game. And right now I will just start player 1 game. Fuck player 2. Or if Randy range 0, 1 equals 0, then get, oh wait, start game, RPC, player 1 selection, else, oh boy, if I continue to write code like this, I will get shorts and videos from Software Jesus to Coding Jesus. Ew, it's a Mr. Müller. How are you doing? Funk. Oh yeah, start game. Why? Game to start. It's game. It's me, Mario. Woohoo! Roy. Add RPC. Authority. Call local? Does that make sense? I don't know. I need something to sedate me for the high. Mr. Muller. Game to start. Game scene. What do I call non-existing function? Player selected game in base VBox container game. What? 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 That is get parent. My brain is not braining right now. And I have player selected game. I'm here struggling on the simplest thing, that is when I jump in an enemy, I want it to be gun. That's fairly easy. 2D or 3D? .3D. So, more or less... Wait, your brain actually brains? Most of the time, no. I would assume you have something like a collision body. Or a character body. So a character body 3D because you can jump. Test. And it has a collision shape. Or collision polygon or whatever. New sphere. And you can say... Godot? Seems like you can't say. My Godot is not reacting anymore. What are those drums? I could play that. Godot? Yeah, my bread is finished. Smells like a freak show. So, funk process. Colliding? Isn't... Yeah, on a rigid body you have that. Oh. Ah. So it's more I mean you can do the how you move. It's like var collision equals move and collide velocity times delta, stuff like this. And if collision, you can then just check what you collided with. Collision, get collider name. And for example, if you want to kill an enemy, if collision get collider name equals enemy propenemy, and you can simply say collision collider Q3. Or whatever. I mean, if there is a function, you could also say is collider an array or just the one thing you collide with? Returns a colliding bodies attached object. So if it has a function, you can also do die. And the enemy has a function called do die. And if nothing happens, you could simply say print we are colliding, because I don't like debug mode. Else, what am I colliding with, Uru? And in the enemy, on do die, you can also get outputs. This is, by the way, don't trust him, Brett. This is, by the way, what I mostly do. I just put a shitload of prints everywhere, so I see where it stops. Can also just do click on the point, so when it reaches it, you get into the debug mode. So, first of all, you never complained about that. Second of all, so? I don't see the problem here. Files to be deleted. Scenes, game overview, test GD. This thing, right? Yeah. Hi, Trish. Oh, I asked Trish that a lot too, if he's wearing pants. And then I showed a pin. I'm only wearing very short pajama pants right now. That is also true. I almost sent every single raccoon picture that I find to Trish, and very often some ADHD memes. Obviously. He has ADHD. He needs to see the memes. Very true. Moller, what have I sent you? Wait, where is my chat with you? I forgot about that. Oh, I love this. One of my most favorite pictures. When you get your hair done, but all he notices is the money missing from his wallet. Best Pikachu ever. What was I about to do? I don't remember in the slightest. I might have ADHD. What was I about to do? Something for you. Whoa! I mean, some nice transition. What? Transitions? What the fuck are transitions? And why do I have 15 errors? And now it's only 5. Get node. Node not found. Game list vbox container relative to root. What? Requested node was not found. Failed to get pass. What? I just accept this. This is a problem for future Nutty. This is a problem for future Nutty. So I can get in here. Now the next thing is to select what I want to select. So, does this work? No, doesn't seem like it works because we didn't got a start me Uvu. Player has loaded. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Do I get this? Player is ready. Server is ready. So tiny. Yeah, create lobby, create, join lobby, join, ready, start, this, that, schwingel, schwangel. I get a server is ready, I don't get a player is ready. Why not? Why not? Ready. Brevity. And we all die tonight. Because we are too fast. I found another meme. Oi mate, I see you having a wank. You got a license for that? I got an error. It says invalid operands, vector 3 and object and operator. So what you're trying is you have a vector 3 and you want to multiplicate this with an object? That doesn't work. Obviously. Because how are you supposed to multiplicate vector 3 with an object? The question is what you want to do. What is this object? Like, what do you try to multiplicate with? Q3. The Q3 should not have anything to do with a vector 3 or multiplication. Because Q3 you can simply call as that or as like get parent. You call that on a node. And what Q3 does is, by the way, that is a very handy thing. You can just press Control and then do left click on all of this shit. Cues the node to be deleted. The code var collision equals move and collide velocity times delta. And it move and collide. Wait, I'm on the wrong one. Move and collide. We are here in 3D. Motion vector 3. What is delta in your case? Cause you would do it in like func either physics process or in func process. And delta should then be a float. So if I do move and collide, which doesn't work here because it's not a character body, and I have a vector 3 of x, y, and z, so 0, 0, and like -5 because we are falling, multiplied by delta for the speed, then he would multiply every single integer here with the delta. So delta is a float. We are free! Oh, yesterday in bed, I watched a bit of YouTube Shorts, and there was a drummer who was like on a cruise ship. It looked like something like that, venue-wise, and almost all people around 50 plus, and the woman that sang was like, okay, now we do the clapping part, and she goes like, and all the people in the audience were like, it's insane to me that people are too dumb to clap. That is, why can't people clap? Do I find the video? Don't find it. Was funny. Why is it so hard to find something like that? What the frick? I would immediately recognize the dude when I see him, but I don't even see his channel popping up. That is insane. Is it him? No. Just a very similar POV. When I'm trying to find my penis. Oh. I at least found his channel. Yeah, that's it. That's... Is it that? No, but it's a channel. Where's the video? There. When you forget how to clap. Yeah, when people try to clap. Why do I have 3 messages from someone? The last one looks like it chewed gum. Hurricane. Tidal wave. Okay, so I can do the selection. Oh, I was... Oh, I got sidetracked. ADHD for the win. So if he's ready... how do I do that? Because I think the problem is, this is also why we get the errors, that the player 2 is faster. I think that is the problem. I know that is a problem. I think that this is why we get all those debug messages. Create lobby, create. Join lobby, join, ready, start. See, no, we only get 10 errors instead of 15. Send player info to server, send player is ready, server is ready. So player 2 is faster than player 1. I could do this in here. Hurricane. So that we just reset the is ready state this thingy and use it for the games also. That could work. We will do this later. We will do this as a to-do. As many other things. To-do. 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 Send this to the server and check it there. Not here, uwu. I don't have this asset in here. Why not? I think it's this one. Not 100% sure though. No, that's not it, I think. There's a little plugin. This one. Download. Yes, Godot is such a good engine. Way better than Unity and everything. You can't make this shit up. Don't get me wrong, I like Godot. But it has a lot of problems. I wouldn't say it's better than Unity. Functionality wise. Closer to the edge. Project settings, plugins, on. What that does is simply, if you use hack fix me to do. There was an example in there? You then just see it here. So if we write a comment like, hey, hack this dirty like Moller, then we see it here. So you will always find those easily. Dirty. How late is this? Okay, I still have time. I still have time. I see trees of green, red roses too. I spank your butt, and you spank mine too. Why are we all weird? Especially Trish. Can I do this? Shaky, shaky, sweaty, sweaty. It's a dinner for one. Yeah, so we get start me uwu. And this we only get on the server. So the server. Wait time 10. Countdown timer. Timeout. Connect. Funk. Countdown done. What? What? Countdown timer. Start. We could do this here. And to spam the network a bit, funk physics process. It's the stupidest thing ever. Refresh timer label with countdown. What? Countdown timer. Do I get how much time is left? Yes, time left. In seconds. And I want this as an RPC. So everyone gets it. Funk. Look at me now. Look at me now. Text equals. What was the text? Time left. What? Does this work? I don't know. We will find out. Look at me now. Look at me now. Invalid assignment property or key text with a value of type string on base object of type timer? Yeah, it's a final timer. Na, na, na. So right now we send that. $60 times a second. Just saying. Floor returns a rounded result. He asks for a result that ignores decimals and keeps a whole number. Int 355 would return 3, while floor 355 would return 4. Floor would return 4? It wouldn't return 4. Because floor is rounding downwards. What the fuck? But you could also do that. That is, again, stupid as hell. What are you sending there? No! I will not play something on my stream that said we trust in sexy. What the heck? What the fuck is happening? Unbelievable. Create lobby, create. Ready, start. Huh? I really don't want to output a time here. It's int. Maybe we can just use... Wait, there is a difference between floor and floor E. And then I want to set this on this. Why did I have 12 errors? Errors? Error. Join lobby, join. Ready, start. That looks better. So I just have to select. And I want the timer to be one shot. If true, the timer will stop after reaching the end. Otherwise, as by default, the timer will automatically restart. Yes, no, I just want it once. Really confused of this. I go die now. Don't die. Thank you forever. I will break stuff. It's a fun part about developing. But have a good one, Mr. Muller. But don't die. We are the Hoods Force. We are the Hoods Force. Da, 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 da. Rap. countdown done? Where do I... It's most probably is it connected. Func send choice. So if the countdown is done, I want send choice. This is only called by the server. Inform player. And the player then sent choice RPC ID 1. And I want my selection. Func send choice. Selected shape. Look what I found in the dirt. RPC. Any peer. Does that make sense? I don't know. Print selected shape. Selected shape. Selected shape. Does that make sense? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Does it work? It's very nice. That is very nice that you got it working. This is what I really like about game development, and especially Godot. I think Unity has the same thing. You can set up something like that fairly quickly, like that you get something positive out of it. It's easy to achieve. Like, it just feels good. Compared to other things where you have to set up so much and take care of so much before you even see anything. It's just rewarding. Wait, we have rock, paper, scissor. And rock beats paper. If selected shape is 0. How do I do this? And selection is So this is rocks, this is paper. 1. And server wins. Just want to visualize this for me so I can see something. If selected shape equals 0 and selection is 2, so 2 should be scissors. Player wins. Spaceman. If selected shape is 0 and selection is 0, pass, draw. And this I have for everything. So I would have 9 of those, and I don't like this. Can I do something like this? 0. Rock, paper. Paper wins against stone. And scissor wins against paper. Then I have only to check if selected shape is not or is selection, and I can just do pass, draw, return. If how did I call it? Selection wins against. If selection wins against at selected shape. Why is the S always uppercase? Selection wins against selected shape is selection. Then pass. Player wins. Return. And if all of those are not true, then server wins. Return. So instead of how many lines would it be? I would have an if for every shape, and then I have to check if I win or if it's a draw, and an else we just have this. Func. Authority. Only the server can call that. Func. Rain. Do something. Announce result. Better. if result is 0, that's a draw. Server wins. Player wins, something like that, I don't know. So this is a draw. This is player wins. This is server wins, so I don't need to return here. var score. Can just do this as an array. 0, 0. If it's a draw, nothing happens. If the server wins, score +1. It's score +1. Yeah. Announcement label. Text is it's a draw. Announcement label text. Plat 2 wins. Oh. And do I have the score label already here? No. Text is score 0 casted to a string plus a minus plus score 1. How can I fix when the player stomps on the enemy then it randomly stopped all animations from the player? Are you using an animation tree? You're not. You should look into that, because they're very cool. animation tree. Ugh. What does it need? Animation node. Just use an animation player for now. This one. And tree root. Lent tree, I think it is. Because here you can do stuff like you have for example, walking animation and so on. You would add this here like walking. And you would add it like jumping. And maybe something like falling. And then you can say what is able to go where. I just don't know how to set it up correctly out of my mind. But more or less, I think it's not I think is this one root node? Is it this? Yeah, I get that. The thing is, most probably, the travel path from one animation to the next animation is a problem. How do you play the animations right now? Most probably in the code you do something like animation play Peter, or whatever the name of the animation is, like jumping or something like that, right? Yeah. And with an animation tree, you can just say, do I have a good example for that? Go animation tree images. I'm looking for the this is an animation cycle. For example, you can be idle. From idle you can go to run cycle. From run you can go to walk. From walk you can go to falling. And when it's done falling, you can the arrows show where you're going. So you would say like animation tree play jump. And this would be jump. When jump is finished, you would automatically go to fall. Fall is playing till something happens, like you hit the floor and you go to the next one. And most probably this is kind of what is missing. So you're most probably stomping and you play the animation and it's finished. So it just stands there like, okay, what am I supposed to do now? And it waits on it either of a manual input in the code where it says like, okay, no do fall or no do run or whatever. Or something is buggy. It's hard to say when I don't see any code. It's like, what is wrong with my car that you don't see? And I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it's missing an engine. Maybe you don't have a car. I don't know what the premise is. So there could be different solutions to that. But I don't know. When we have done this, this is I believe in you. You can do it. So I want I don't know what I want. Countdown timer. Next round timer. One shot, yes. Start. Wait. Time out. And then I want announcement label text to be empty and start countdown. Maybe? I don't know. Create lobby, create. Join lobby, join. So this one should work. this here should win. Because it has rock selected. Player 1 wins. He doesn't see this. The server? I already hate multiplayer. Why doesn't the server see that? Godot RPC. I love you, my beer. Only the multiplayer authority can call remotely. The authority is the server by default, but can be changed per node using node set multiplayer authority. The function will not be called on the local peer. The function can be called on the local peer. User in the server is also a player. So the server right now is calling this, but didn't do it on its own. What is the default? I don't know. We'll find out. So this one should win. No, this one should win. Player 1 wins. And now we both take scissors. It's a draw. And now he takes rock. He takes paper. Wait, didn't I do this in the first round? I'm not sure. Player 2 wins, 1-1. So this works. So player 2 wins didn't disappear. Interesting. Should be a draw. It's a draw. And this doesn't disappear. So on the not authority, that makes sense because of this. So what we should do instead is we take this, all of this, put it here to reset the text. And if it's a server, it should start a new countdown after 4 seconds. That should work. So I have the very basic first game. Create lobby, join lobby, create, join, ready, start. We can select the game. It's a 50-50 which game it's gonna be. I select paper, I select rock, so he should win. Player 2 wins. It resets. I select rock, I select scissors, so player 1 should win. Player 1 wins. It resets, I select paper, I select paper. It should be a draw. It's a draw. Okay, that works. That is kinda nice. I think I want to write down some things. Trish, I'm lately not really using my tankard. It stands right beside me, wait. Because I have this thingy that perfectly fits a monster can. I could just drink from my actual tankard, but I don't do it and I don't know why. I look like a pleb. And yes, it's tentacles with nupsies and more or less regarding how you hold it. It's purple, red, green or blue. Kanban task to do manager. Was it that one that I used? What? That kinda makes me proud. Trish, I sell you. I tell you how it is. That kinda makes me proud. Add-ons, Kanban tasks, data, edit label, expand button. I'm okay with all of that. UUID, view, board, category, details, documentation, settings, general settings, yada yada yada, start task tooltip. I just don't want example shit in my project because I don't need that. Project settings, Kanban task to do. And now I have this. I'm proud. And now he hits me with, I just drink 6 coffees each day. Make rock, paper, scissors end on 3 wins. Add score for winner of game. Load game overview after end of game. That is one of my fondest memories. When we were in a voice count, you were like, why is this person always writing caps lock? What the fuck is wrong with them? Who does that? And Wannabe starts to laugh because he knows that I always does it too. Coffee is just disgusting. Make game overview time-based. Make more games. Rock, paper, scissors. Show chosen shape. Let me rename this. What? But you can add steps in here. That's cool. Task. Can I do other things? I saw something in the screenshots. But the screenshots are insanely small. Like your penis. stages, okay. There, categories, task, improvement, bug. I hear weird noises. I don't tell you what the noise was. Yeah. We don't talk about that. Where do I find categories and stuff? Because this is cool. Standalone, I'm not interested in. How do I do that? Here? Show description preview. Show steps. Show categories on board. Ah. Yes, please. Edit step details in full screen. Description on board. First line description. Steps on board only. Categories. I want a task. I want a bug. In red. I want an refactor. In orange. I want design. Or UI, stuff like this. Stages. New stage. Done. How do I rename a stage? Ah. This is cool. I could just do like, give me a new bug refactor. Yeah, that's a cool feature. I like that. So ideas I could put in something like 3D FPS task game 2D top down racing game, something like that. That is cool. Game 2D tower defense. So, and now we can also say like make RPS end on 3 wins. We are doing this right now. I like that. So if score is 3 or score 1 is 3 and game. Func and game. If score 0, then we have something with announce already. Announce result. Func announce winner. Void. Return. Can simply say that this is also an RPC. Only callable by authority and call local. Winner as an int. Nice. Only needed an else. Oh, most probably you're like, if I'm jumping, do jump. If I'm doing this, then do that. But you were doing neither, so there was no animation playing or something like that. An end game. 0. End game 1 is an RPC. If winner equals 0, then I have the announcement label. Welcome to development. Announcement label text. Player 1 else could be even more lazy. No. Multiplayer game manager players 1 score we do it simple. Get key of object that is not. Does it somehow work? Wait, dictionary. Does such a function exist? Constructs an empty dictionary. Thank you very much. That is what I was looking for. Get key variant default find key. Is empty, is read only, is same type, is keys, merge, recursive equals, set. I could most probably do keys and say first index. Finds and returns the first key whose associated value is equal to value or null if it's not found. Null is also a valid key. If inside the dictionary, find key may give misleading results. Get key default variant null returns the corresponding value for the given key in the dictionary. If the key does not exist, return default or null if the parameter is omitted. No. Get or add. Get typed key built in. Get typed key class name. Get typed key. Because what I could do, and this is a bit stupid, 4 keys in if keys is not 1, at the place of key. Wait, why did I wrote keys? Key score plus equal 1. But there are only 2 keys. There's only one and another one. That's the middle finger. And it's stupid to do it like this. Stupid to do it like this. So I want again. Next round timer start. Await next round timer timeout. And then I want to say. Might this be the problem? Oh, okay. This should be in a manager, I think. But we will do it here right now. So we should have go to game select. We should have this somewhere else. We even could put this into the multiplayer game manager. And we say, we name this as go to game overview. Get tree, change game overview. Oh, we have it in here. Why? We have a start game here. Get tree, change scene. Oh. Oh. Yeah, makes sense. In a way. Because everything after the lobby is supposed to be the game. Just misleading if it's not a game then. So here, next round timer start. Await next round timer. And then we would do this here again. If I'm the thingy songy, then do the start game. And start game is an RPC call, obviously, because everyone should start the game. Or, you know, go back. Isn't it RPC? Start game.rpc. And I don't have anywhere to show the score at the moment. But that is okay. So stone and paper. Player 2 wins. Stone, paper. I should lower the cooldown, the countdown. Player 2 wins. Stone. This time the stone wins. Always go for stone. Bart Simpson. Player 2 wins. What? Hä? Shouldn't be like that. It's a draw. Still doesn't work? Oh, because it's only if it's... I mean, that should never happen. But, you know, who knows. Create lobby, create. Join lobby, join, ready, start. Paper, rock. So we just have to wait. Yeah, and I want to show here who selected what. One thing after another. Player 2 wins. And we don't see anything. Player 2 wins. He has 3 wins, so... Okay. So we are back here. That works. Very good. Oh, we should do a return here. So it doesn't execute the start countdown again. Cool. So in our tasks, now we can say done. One thing I want to do is var countdown time is a float. And right now I think 5 seconds is enough. Var next round time is also a float. And I think 2 seconds is enough. On ready. On ready, I want countdown timer. Is it wait time? The time required for the timer to end in seconds. Oh, we can also give this to start. Start takes an argument? Yeah. Time sec float. So in countdown timer, we can just give countdown time. And in next round time, we can just give next round time. Next round time is also next round time. Looks goody. So we could just change those variables. We also can make them to consts currently. Same here. We could make it configurable so that you can, or the host can say how long this should be when you win, stuff like this. But hey, make it exist first. You can make it perfect later. Or better. Nice. Yeah, that's better time-wise. I haven't changed anything, did I? I don't know. Yeah, it would be nice to have a selection of what you chose. That's cool. That is cool. So, show chosen shape. Make game overview time-based. Load game overview after end of game. We did that. Let's go for winner of game. We did that also. We are adding a point. Show score of players in game overview. What else do we need? Do we need anything? lobby setting for wins. So that when you start a lobby, you can say if someone reaches a score of 5, they won the lobby. That would be cool. In ideas, I will put things that are not tasks that I could actually work on. Hover effect for game overview. Hover effect for RPC shapes. RPS, by the way. Brrr. Add a menu to leave lobby. So that you can just say escape, leave lobby. I'm not interested anymore. Quit game. That is goody so far. I'm really thinking about different tasks. I mean, most stuff will be making little mini games. Don't know if you know those tank-like games. 2D game with tank. Something like that. That you can shoot and destroy something. Think that could be also cool as a battle game. Some card game maybe? And I don't mean Magic Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! Or something like that, but like normal play cards. Oh, that would take a lot of time. But a 3D platformer where you have to race on a parkour and who reaches the top first wins. Bada bada. Bada bada. Game duel like Nidhogg, I think it's called, etc. Is it called Nidhogg? Yeah, actually. It's also 2D side scroller like, and you have different things like dodge, roll, throw your weapon, slash, stuff like this. Very little fun co-op duel thing. Oh. So like in the old Mario Party games where you had to press a button to get the Womp-Oms up or whatever it was. Such thing could be fun. Huh. But I think I'm okay with that. It's a cool state. So we can create a lobby, we can join a lobby, we can start a lobby, we can start a game, we can finish a game, the score is being added up, stuff like this. think that's pretty cool. Give me VBox container. Second time. I want it in the top right, and I want player 1 and the score. Here's 0. Player 2 has also a score of 0. They call this score VBox container. Player 1 score and player 2 score. And then could name it like that, doesn't really matter. Func ready void for key in multiplayer game manager players if key equals 1, player 1 score text equals player 1 plus string key score var text to use is this. So I can just do that. Else player 1 score, player 2 score, player 2, and the text to use. So now we should be able to show the score in the screen. So create lobby, create, join lobby, join, ready, start. Rock, paper, scissors. And he chooses rock, he chooses paper. Player 1 wins. Player 1 wins. Player 1 wins. Player 1 won. And now player 1 has 1, player 2 has 0. Can select it again. Player 2 wins. Ow, my neck just cracked. Player 2 wins. Player 2 wins. Player 2 won. And now it's 1-1. Nice. I love little things like that. Lobby, setting for win, show score of players and game overview. Done. That was a very easy one. Rock, paper, scissors. We're adding a grid. Columns 2. In there, I want 2 labels. Label 1 is player 1. Label 2 is player 2. I want those bigger, and I want texture rects. So player 1 label, Player 2, label, player 1, chosen shape texture, player 2, and the grid, layout, transform, position, anchors, center, yeah, I want it like that. I want it like that. Label settings, new label settings, font. Save. Scenes, games, rock, paper, scissors. Label settings. Quick load. So if I change one, the other one should change too. Yeah. And here, if I make the container bigger, doesn't matter, it doesn't divide it up, which is a bit shitty, to be honest. If I do it like this, why isn't the column bigger? That is stupid. That is stupid. That could work. So I want this to be in the center. Not really. I want it further up, to be honest. And then... Nope. Why aren't they I want it to be spread out. Is it a flow container again? Reflement grid. Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted a grid container. Heh? That should work with a grid container. That is a stupid thing. I'm gonna bleed soon. If I continue to peel my head. It should work with a grid container. Not a grid map. If I say columns like this. Why isn't it dividing it? That is stupid as frick. I mean, I can put in how much they should be separated. Don't know if I like this. I will conquer. How do I do this? Export var rock texture is a texture. What? What? Paper, scissors. Then I have those. Why can't I copy? I hate you. No one ever loved you. New Atlas texture. Quick load. Nope. Quick load. Yeah. So this is rock. Interesting. I want this. I could. I hate this. Save. Save as. Rock, paper, scissors, control. Trace? What? No, it's rock texture. Paper button. Save as. Paper texture. Scissors button. Save as. Scissors texture. And then here I can say rock texture, quick load, rock. Yes, thank you. What? Quick load, paper texture, quick load, scissors texture. Aren't the buttons in the middle? I don't know, something seems off. And then with the texture regs, just to see it. Where the fuck is my grid? Here I say quick load, rock texture, and here I say quick load, scissors. And then I want to say with a texture rec, stretch mode, keep aspect for both. Keep aspect centered, layout, custom minimum size. I can make like 180, so that they're bigger. The fuck is this? Is this because of the... Yeah, it is. Labels. I mean, it's in the label settings, so... Is it? It's not. I got bamboozled. Center. Now it looks better. That looks better. And I want the container to be a bit further down. So if I choose a shape, first of all, they don't have anything. If I choose a shape, selection, Then if two. So I should see my own selection. Does the server ever send me what he chose? Nö. That's kind of funny. It's an, oh no, never, wait. Inform player, send choice. Countdown done. Inform player, every player sends this, and then send choice. Does that make sense? So only the server can do this. Ah, because it's not called locally. That makes sense. So I also could here give my selection from the server. Inform player. Server selection. Then I can say where's all my texture shit? Const selection to texture. Too lazy for that right now. Would make sense though. Would make sense. If server selection is 0, then rock texture elif server selection equals 1. Then it's paper texture. Else it's scissors texture. And this I send only to the server. So here I have the same shit again. Elevator operator. Mobo. Wait. I need this here. Send choice by any peer and only the server gets it. Okay. So here I have to do this, but not with player 1, but with player 2. I think. And when the round is over, next round timer. Mobo. If we reset this, then I also want Texture to be null. I want the player 1 chosen shape. Chosen cape? Who wrote that? Shape? Gets worse. In my world. Wait. 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 We don't have any replace here? I'm pretty sure we have a replace here. I just don't know what replace is. Okay. Does that work? I don't know, as always. How much freaking code you need for a simple rock, paper, scissors shit? Holy moly. Oh, wait, create, join. Okay, I see that I selected this. I see that I selected this. That is wrong. Why doesn't it change? There are weird things going on. There are weird things going on. There are weird things going on, you know. This works. This doesn't work. Is it? Huh? Maybe that is the problem. That would explain it. We don't talk about that. Create lobby, create. Join lobby, join. Ready, start. Rock, salt, paper. Player 1 wins. Now it resets. Oh, I want rock. Oh, I want also rock. Rock, rock. It's a draw. Fuck, it's take place. Harder. Player 2 wins. Disappears again. Rock. Paper. Player 2 wins again. Oh, shoot. Player 1 won. And we are back here. One thing I don't like. Where's the null? Eh. So we don't reset the texture from any of those if the game is over. So we have the last score showing. But we still say it's an end game. And if it's not over with the score, we reset, start the timer. Return, announce winner, that's okay. Would say, could use some polishing and everything. But the first game works. Create lobby, create, join lobby, join, ready, start, rock, paper, scissors. I can choose rock, I can choose paper. Disappears again. It appears, says who wins. I can switch. Wins again. Player 1-1. And we are back to the lobby screen where player 1 has now a score of 1. Nice! I'm happy with that. Show chosen shape, done. Nice! I would say we did quite a lot today. Happy with that. Was a good start in the week. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you everyone for coming and for the follows. We will see us most probably tomorrow again. Till then, have a nice one. See you soon. Bye bye.